Welcome, everyone. My name is Miss Espinoza. I am the director here at Family Life Child Development Center. Today is September the 6th, 2022 at 9:30 a.m. Thank you all for taking the time to meet with us today. Today we have the pleasure of having a meeting with the parent of Dean Mata, and we have the teacher Miss Johnson, who will be here speaking about some of her observations. And we're just going to kind of discuss some things we have observed and possibly some next steps that will help little Dean as he continues to develop. I just want to give you a little bit of background information about what has been observed from the educator's point of view. So I will allow Ms. Johnson to come chime in and provide some insights as to what she has observed. Hello, so my name is Miss Johnson. I am so happy to be here today. I just want to talk a little bit about Dean. So, some things we have observed with Dean is that he has delayed in the following areas. He spends most of his time in isolation from other children. Not really sure if that's what he should be doing, but he is not quite hanging with other kids. He attempts to communicate, but he struggles to get any words out informed. He cries a lot. I come and I console him. I give him lots of comfort, but all we really get is a lot of crying. And we think it could be involved with all the noise. Again, we have a toddler classroom, lots of little 2-year-olds running around, you know, but it could be involved with the level of the noise and his inability to express. We have not heard him say much of any words at all, like mommy, daddy, sister, brother. We just aren't haven't heard it. So that's just kind of my intake. Now again, we do have lots of resources in the classroom dealing with music, dance. We have provide lots of colors. We have lots of hands-on activities for our little ones in the classroom. Like the dean is an absolutely sweet child, but there's just a disconnect between what he understands and how he can communicate with myself and the other caregivers who come into that classroom. Thank you so much, Ms. Johnson, for providing us that detailed explanation of how things have been going with Dean in the classroom. We are now going to hear from our parent, Mr. Mata.
I don't see nothing wrong with my boy. He talks all the time. What's the matter with you? He's a good boy. He does what he's told. He does his stuff. Hey, no problem. I think you're the problem. My boy's an angel. Okay? You see this? I'm upset right now.
Mr. Mata, please know that your concerns are valid and your response is completely normal. We're going to go through a list of milestones that have been recommended by the CDC. Many kids with behavioral issues or developmental impairments are not discovered as soon as they should be. As a result, these kids have to wait to receive support that require that require in order to be able to be successful in school. So the whole goal is for us to be able to support your child early enough so by the time they get to elementary school and moving on to secondary education, any issues that may have been present in the beginning of their early developmental stages will be gone. So one assessment we have done in the classroom was the Teaching Strategies Gold Assessment for toddlers. Teaching Strategies Gold is an ongoing observational method used to evaluate students from birth through kindergarten. To better understand what children know and are capable of, teachers can observe students in the context of their everyday activities. So what you may or may not be aware of, there are regulations guiding everything that we do in the early childhood environment. There's something called IDEA Part C, and it involves Students with Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, provides support to families with children ages birth to 3 with disabilities or delays in development. So again, your child has been referred by staff here at this daycare center, and we want to make sure that you're included in that process because, again, just like you said, Mr. Mata, at home he does something totally different than what we're observing in the classroom. So we want to make sure that he's getting all the support. And if he's not talking in the daycare center, but he is talking at home, we have to figure out where the gap is occurring. So we're going to depend heavily on your support and the support of anyone else in your family to make sure that we properly document and record. And if he doesn't need any additional support, then that's great. We just want to make sure we're providing the best opportunity for him to be successful as he continues to develop. So your child will be evaluated based on what they can do in their learning environment. We will just take notes of what he naturally does around the classroom and check off things that are not observed. So, Mr. Mata, do you have any other questions before we conclude our meeting on today?
Fine, I understand. So he's got issues. These are really good. I'm glad you gave this to me, and you also informed me that he needs help. I agree. I don't like her. He's still a good boy. Angel. But he got issues, I know that. And I don't got issues. But he takes after his old man. Mm-hmm. Still don't know why we're here. But fine. I'll play the pony show.
Well, Mr. Mata, I do assure you, thank you for being so compliant to at least work with us as we go through this process. Anything that you observe at home or that you would like to share with his teacher, Miss Johnson, please feel free to do so. And then hopefully we will come back together in a few weeks to discuss the results of the assessment. Again, thank you for your time. Everyone have a great day.